But the reason that Vinny still works there and I don't is because he behaves. If you don't know, like the county fair comes through and local meat departments buy pigs and other like cattle and whatnot and they sell it on their shelves. Yeah, it's great. It helps the kids, it helps the programs, everything works out. When they send the animal, they send it quartered up and sectioned. And what I didn't know is like they actually still send the head. And for whatever reason, they cut the head vertically. And I used to not know why, I know now, and you guys don't want to know, so I'm not going to tell you. No, so if you ever been, and I don't work there anymore, so I'm just going to fucking say it, Econo Foods. Oh no. The deli department is right next to the meat department. And when I was working there was a very annoying vegan girl working in the deli department. And I made it my job to just mess with her. So when we got these heads in, I was like, oh, fuck yeah. This is what I've been looking for. So we had like 3 or 4 pigs, so I had to figure out what 2 halves went together, you know, solve the puzzle. And then and if you don't know, that the deli department is open to the whole store. People can see whatever you do back there. So I come out of the meat department carrying this fucking pig head. And she sees it and she starts fucking screaming. And I start laughing. And then in her next squeal, all I hear is, oh my God, it has eyelashes. And then she starts screaming harder. I start laughing fucking harder. Except when I go like this, I drop the head. It splits in 2. She about passes the fuck out. The next thing I know, I'm getting called to the office. And that's why I don't get Econo right now. So, local, I'll just say it, Ore's here from Rice Paddy. Ore's great. I've been going there since I was like 13, 14, something like that, and always taking care of me. And my dad was in there a couple weeks ago. And Ore's in there telling my dad how she's worried about my love life. And I need to find a good girl. And you know, I never had the heart to tell Oi, but I love sluts. I love sluts so much. Not what you guys are thinking. Not what you guys are thinking. They're just cool to hang out with. They're cool people. They're laid back. They don't get annoying. They don't say annoying things. Like they're never gonna tell you that the book's better than the movie. Let's start reading. And they're not picky. They'll find that bobby pin in your bed. They don't care where it came from. They'll use it. I think it's mainly other women that hate sluts, just from what I've gathered. That's where the shaming seems to come from. I don't know what's behind it. Is it because they suck dick? Is that why? Because they suck dick? Because there's nothing wrong with sucking dick. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I don't suck dick, but I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with sucking dick. Just keep it. And then another thing I noticed, if like I bring up a girl, I'm like, oh hey, look at that girl. To like one of my friends that are girls, they'll be like, oh, they're fake. They bring the boobs right into it. Like they instantly like, oh, they're fake. They're flat. You know, they're saggy, whatever. And you know what? I used to judge boobs like that. You know. And then I learned I was wrong because I used to see like a girl on the other side of the room and I'd make judgments like an asshole. But later that night, I'd get that boob in my hand. Like, this is a nice fucking boob. Probably one of my favorites. So now when I hear girls judging other girls like that, I'm like, hey, have you tried holding it? Might be one of your favorites. The one thing that, and I guess it's not all sluts, it's just whoever, but they have their little pocket purse dogs, and that's kind of annoying. And it's always a rescue. And there's always like and that's how they introduce it, which is like the most asshole way to introduce anything. But there's always like a sad story, like, this is my pet, it's a rescue. When they found it, it was sprayed by a skunk. It's just like, come on, like you can't do that with anything else. Like you don't see Brad Jelena going over to their third world countries, adopting kids, bringing them back, and then Brad, like 15 years down the road, being like, it's a rescue. They found all the porcupine quills in his mouth. And then, you know, Angelina will divorce you. All right, that's my time.